Chapter 1. The Meeting. Alina meets Marco by chance during an art exhibition in Lviv. He is in town for work. They spend one day together, and a spark ignites. Marco returns to Italy but stays in touch. Chapter 2. Letters and Meetings. They begin exchanging letters, video calls, and visit each other briefly. Alina flies to Rome. He comes to Kyiv. Their love deepens, despite the distance. They dream of a shared future, but obligations hold them back. Marco can't abandon a major project in Rome, and Alina is caring for her sick grandmother. Chapter 3. Cracks. Distance and emotional strain begin to take a toll. Alina starts to question everything. At the same time, Ole, her ex, unexpectedly reappears and offers help with her grandmother. He seems to want to come back into her life. Marco senses her slipping away, but is helpless from afar. Chapter 4. The Breakup. After a painful video call, Alina decides to end the long-distance relationship. She writes a final letter, asking for forgiveness and thanking Marco for everything. She closes her heart, believing that it just wasn't the right time. Chapter 5. Silence. A year passes. Alina opens her own gallery in Lviv. No one else touches her soul the way he did. She often paints the seashore, the same one they once walked together in Venice. Marco hasn't written since, and she never dared to reach out again. Chapter 6. The Return. One morning, at the opening of a new exhibition, she sees him among the guests. Marco came without warning. He holds her old letter in his hand, faded with time, and a small box inside is a ring he's carried for a year. I was ready to wait, but now I'm here, if there's still a chance. Chapter 7. The New Shore. Sad ending. Evening in Lviv. The sky, like a faded watercolor page, is covered with clouds. At the exhibition, hundreds of guests, but she sees only him. Marco stands by her painting, seashore, a lonely lighthouse, and two distant silhouettes. He hasn't changed much, maybe just a little quieter, sadder. I stared at this painting for half an hour, he says, eyes fixed on it, trying to find myself. And you, but I only see the sea. Alina says nothing. Inside her, a peaceful silence. Not emptiness, just calm. She holds a glass, but doesn't drink. You're still painting shores, Marco adds. Yes, because the shore is a boundary, where something ends, and something new begins. But not always the same thing. He gives her the letter, worn, crumpled, her last words. She touches it gently. I carried this with me, in my wallet, like a charm. He takes out a small velvet box. Inside is a silver ring with tiny engraved waves. I had it back then, but even then, you already felt far away. And now, he stops, doesn't ask, just waits. A tear falls down her cheek. She smiles softly, bravely. You were my light in the dark, but I've learned to see in the dark, and live with it. I'm the shore now, not the boat. Marco breathes in, says nothing. He puts the ring away, gently, steps forward, kisses her hand. I love you. Maybe I always will, but time flows, and shores remain. Thank you, Alina. He walks away. No drama, no begging. She watches him go. Behind her, a painting of the sea. In her eyes, not sorrow, not joy, just the quiet strength of someone who let go and kept standing. Chapter 8. After the Shore. Lviv. Weeks have passed since the night Marco returned and left. Alina walks by the Dniester River now, not the sea. She paints less, sleeps more, but something inside her is shifting. Not regret, not longing, just an ache that refuses to fade. One morning, a letter arrives. No return address, no signature, just her name on the envelope. The handwriting is unmistakably his. I won't write again after this. I needed to say it one more time. You were never just a chapter. You were the whole book. I didn't know I was writing, and even though I've set it down, I still carry the weight of every word. She places the letter in a drawer she never opens. She doesn't cry. Instead, she gets on a train to the Carpathians. Alone. Chapter 9. Hollow and Whole. In the silence of the mountains, Alina begins to breathe again. She sketches trees, old churches, clouds above villages no one maps. Locals think she's a wanderer. Maybe she is. There's a small hotel where she stays. An elderly woman there brings her tea each evening. Never asks why she looks so far away even when sitting still. One day, Alina meets a child 7, 8 drawing in the snow with a stick. A girl, freckled, serious. Why don't you draw anymore? The girl asks bluntly. Alina doesn't know how to answer, but that night, she picks up charcoal and draws for the first time in weeks. Not Marco, not a shore, just a forest and a path leading deeper. She realizes, this too, part of her story, not a love story, a survival story. Chapter 10, In the Shadow of Love. Spring arrives. The gallery in Lviv opens again. New works, new faces. A collector from Rome sends word. He's interested in showcasing her pieces in Venice. Alina hesitates, then accepts. She returns to the city of their memories, this time alone. She walks past the cafe where they once kissed under rain, the bridge where he took her picture, the hotel where she whispered, "I love you," in a language he had only started to learn. But Venice is different now. It's quieter. She's not searching for him anymore. In a bookstore near a canal, she picks up a book of poems. Inside, a pressed forget-me-not. No message, no meaning, just something small and blue and sad. She buys the book and leaves. Chapter 11, not the end. One evening in her Lviv apartment, she pins a new canvas. At the center, a figure of a woman, standing at the end of a pier. The sea behind her is calm. There's no boat, no man, just sky, wind, and space. Alina smiles softly. Not all love stories are meant to return, she thinks. But some are meant to stay within us, quietly. She signs the painting with the new name. Not Alina and Marco. Just Shore.